The story I was talking here today was about our kind of last project we are actually currently running. It's Estonian Growth Vision 2018. It's the year when Estonia gets 100 years old, and it's about Estonian economic future in sort of 8 years' time, what it would be, or more precisely, what makes Estonia internationally competitive, but at the same time locally attractive by that year. And we are also kind of chairing the European Commission at that year, and what it is, what we are giving to Europe. So it's broadly the story about Estonian Growth Vision, and what we have now run it through kind of a couple of months. We have done it in a small circle, about 15 people, in 150 people, and now we are sort of in the phase of engaging more people around it. And what I was talking here with people within social media, how to use actually these tools to engage more people. But the kind of fundamental question is about engaging people, not what kind of technologies they're using. Technologies are facilitating it. So you shouldn't be pushing it too much, but these tools can kind of sort of facilitate. And what we see also is that if you do these kind of type of big engagements, you better do it in parallel, in physical form and then in digital form. And then you can, in digital form you can engage different groups of people. For example, one possibility is if you put physically people into one room from one region, sort of. But if you create a similar thing in digital environment, when it doesn't matter, are you Estonian, Russian, what language you speak, where are you from, where you're located at that time, are you a civil servant, sort of business person, scientist. Everybody's free of kind of joining the format. But the challenge that we are facing are how to kind of merge this, how to develop similar format for both digital environment and physical environment. So we are sort of experimenting. We don't know where it ends up, but it should be ready by the end of this year. And this is probably and actually it was an open question today. I was asking this sort of bloggers, what do you think? Is it realistic to use social tools? And then sort of, are you happy to kind of join our team in order to execute this kind of thing? So for us it's a challenge, but it's definitely something that you have to do in order to, if it's going to be really a kind of vision for Estonia, when it's more people than just, 10 or 150, it's more people. It doesn't mean that, you're developing new ideas in very big groups, but it's more about kind of somebody's doing background work, and then based on that work, others are discussing and sort of figuring out what's the future values of Estonia, for example. From this 150 group, what came out was, for example, openness, real openness of a society. Not within the society, but also abroad. We know that Estonian businesses are quite relatively competitive abroad, but it's still a kind of tiny niche of companies which are exporting. It should be much wider. So different, this type of sort of a growth vision or future vision is more about changing values, or discussing about the values and the nature of a society, and then something as a plan or something. And what you see also is this. Vision is not a vision statement, sort of, or mantra, as Kai Kawasaki is saying it. It's more about the different categories of values, actually, what you have to be changing in order to sort of make the kind of future realistic. So future is not about doing today's things in a bit better way, but it's more about perhaps doing new things and doing things differently, thinking differently. And what I said in the beginning was we are kind of chairing the European Commission in year 2018. What it is actually what we are bringing to Europe. Europe is itself thinking about what its future would be. And it's the purpose and task of every country in Europe, in the European Union, to actually give something back or give something to that and then move it further. So and the girl who was speaking before me, Anneli from Let's Do It campaign, we were cleaning up Estonia in one day with 40,000 people. So purely voluntary thing and completely sort of untraditional. So and perhaps this type of good things are something that we can give back to Europe.